Now, there's no question in my mind, Hermer should resign, and if he doesn't resign, Keir Starmer should show some backbone for a change and fire him. He should fire him partly for these despicable remarks comparing Conservatives to Nazis, which is obviously offensive and unacceptable. That's one reason to fire him. But the other reason to fire Lord Hermer is that he is the person who has been driving things like the absurd and disgraceful Chagos Island giveaway that you covered in your bulletin just a moment or two ago. He is one of the people behind that. He's also one of the people who are telling the government that they need to avoid deporting foreign criminals in cases where it might infringe very elastic interpretations of the ECHR. And this is where the fundamental point of difference comes between people like Keir Starmer and Lord Hermer, who, by the way, is Keir Starmer's buddy. They're friends and they're colleagues, and they come from the same political perspective. Where we differ so strongly with them is that we think that Parliament should be sovereign, that the democratically elected Parliament, elected by the British people, should be able to decide who comes into this country and who is allowed to stay here. And it should not be judges, either in UK courts or in Strasbourg, stretching beyond any sort of level of common sense their definition of these ECHR articles, which were written for very good reasons 70 or so years ago, but the definitions have now been stretched so far that the interpretation of these articles bears no relation at all to what the original drafters of the ECHR had in mind. And, if the only way we can protect our borders and deport dangerous foreign criminals is to come out of it, we'll need to be prepared to do that. And apparently, according to Lord Hermer and frankly Keir Starmer as well, because they're two peas in the same pod, that is somehow unacceptable. Well, I think the British public have been very clear. They expect our borders to be protected, and people like Lord Hermer are preventing the government from doing that.